Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into the rich desert sands of the American Southwest to uncover one of the most fascinating and valuable state quarters ever minted, the Arizona 2008 state quarter dollar. This incredible piece of American coinage is not just beautiful, it's also hiding some rare secrets that could be worth a small fortune if you're lucky enough to find one in your collection. The Arizona quarter, released in 2008 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, features a breathtaking depiction of the Grand Canyon alongside a stunning saguaro cactus, two iconic symbols of Arizona's majestic natural landscape. This coin quickly became a favorite among collectors for its beautiful design and the spirit of the Southwest it captures, but few realize that among these quarters, some very rare and valuable versions exist. What makes this coin especially exciting for collectors is the existence of a few key errors and variations that drastically increase its value. Yes, not all Arizona quarters are created equal. Some have very specific minting mistakes that occurred during the production process, and these errors are exactly what can make your coin rare, collectible, and incredibly valuable. One of the most famous errors on the Arizona 2008 quarter is known as the extra cactus leaf error. This fascinating anomaly appears when an extra cactus leaf seems to grow unnaturally into the Grand Canyon, due to a die gouge or doubling during the minting process. It might seem small, but for collectors, this little leaf is a giant sign of rarity. It transforms an ordinary coin into a highly desirable collectible that could be worth far more than face value. Collectors can identify this rare error by carefully examining the area where the cactus and canyon meet. If you see what looks like an additional leaf or shape that shouldn't be there, you might just have struck gold in the world of coins. Some even show signs of doubling on the words or elements of the design, making them even more extraordinary. These small, hard-to-spot differences are what make collecting coins so thrilling and rewarding. Another factor driving up the value of the 2008 Arizona quarter is its limited mint error population, meaning only a few of these flawed coins were ever released into circulation before the mistake was caught. This makes them incredibly scarce, and in the collector's world, scarcity equals value. When a coin is both beautiful and rare, it creates the perfect storm for high demand and skyrocketing prices. And it's not just speculation, this coin has already proven its worth in real-world auctions. In recent years, collectors and dealers alike have been on the hunt for high-grade Arizona quarters with these unique errors, and the prices they're willing to pay are jaw-dropping. Some pristine examples with visible errors have been sold for thousands, and even more in certain special cases where the coin remains in uncirculated or mint condition. These coins aren't just metal, they're miniature works of art, frozen in time, with a story to tell. They represent a moment in American minting history, and for those lucky enough to discover one in pocket change or an old collection, it could be like finding hidden treasure. So if you've got any Arizona quarters at home, it's time to pull them out and take a closer look under the light, because one of them might just have that magical extra cactus leaf that sends its value soaring. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Just how much can one of these rare and error-laden Arizona 2008 quarters actually be worth? Are you ready for this? If you have the right error, especially in brilliant uncirculated condition, one of these quarters has been reported to sell for as much as $62,000. That's right, a single quarter, worth just 25 cents on its face, could fetch $62,000 in the right market, with the right error, and the right buyer. This is why coin collecting is so exciting. Because even something small and overlooked can hold incredible value if you know what to look for. So, have you checked your coins yet? Do you have any Arizona 2008 quarters lying around? Have you spotted that mysterious extra cactus leaf or other unique errors? We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below if you found something unusual or if you have questions about your collection. We're building a community of passionate coin lovers, and your story might just inspire someone else to discover their own hidden treasure. Second rare coin, we're venturing into the heart of New Hampshire to explore one of the most stunning and surprisingly valuable coins in modern U.S. history, the 2013 White Mountain State Quarter. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within some of these quarters are rare details and minting anomalies that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. The White Mountain Quarter was released in 2013 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a beloved series that celebrated national parks and iconic natural landmarks across the United States. This particular coin honors White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire, a place known for its rugged beauty, ancient hardwoods, and breathtaking mountain ranges that stretch as far as the eye can see. The artwork on the coin captures this majesty perfectly, with Mount Chocorua standing tall behind a graceful canopy of trees, symbolizing the unspoiled splendor of America's northeastern wilderness. While millions of these coins were minted for circulation, not all White Mountain Quarters are created equal, and that's where things get exciting. Hidden among the standard issues are a handful of coins with extremely rare minting errors that make them highly desirable and extraordinarily valuable to collectors around the world. These errors are not easy to spot, but once identified, they instantly boost the coin's appeal and its market value. One of the most talked about anomalies is known as the double die error, a rare misprint that occurs when the coin's design is struck twice in slightly different positions. On the White Mountain Quarter, this error can cause noticeable doubling on the letters of New Hampshire, the date 2013, or even the fine details of the trees and mountain ridges. It gives the coin a slightly blurred or shadowed look in those areas, a thrilling discovery for any sharp-eyed collector. Another rare variety involves off-center strikes, where the coin's design appears shifted or incomplete due to a misalignment during the minting process. These errors create a visually striking and highly collectible coin, especially if the date and key design elements remain visible. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more desirable the coin becomes. Imagine finding a White Mountain Quarter where the majestic trees are hugging the edge of the coin, or the lettering curves awkwardly toward one side. That's not just a mistake, that's a masterpiece in the eyes of numismatists. There are even reports of planchet errors, where the coin was struck on a defective or wrong type of metal blank. These coins might feel different in weight, have unusual coloration, or show incomplete edges, all of which can drive collectors wild with excitement. Because these kinds of errors are so uncommon, finding one is like discovering a hidden treasure that the mint never intended to release into the world. What's truly fascinating is how these rare White Mountain Quarters have captured the attention of serious collectors, investors, and even auction houses. In recent years, coins with dramatic errors from the America the Beautiful series have seen surging demand and rising prices, and White Mountain Quarters with the right features have become stars in numismatic circles. High-grade examples with rare errors have sold for impressive amounts, especially those preserved in mint state condition or certified by top grading companies. Collectors love the White Mountain Quarter not only for its artistry and rarity but also because it represents a perfect storm of beauty, history, and mystery. It's a coin that tells a story, of craftsmanship, of nature, and of the rare chance that a small mistake could lead to something worth thousands. The thrill of checking each quarter, of inspecting the design under a magnifier, of holding a piece of potential history in your hands, that's the magic that keeps the coin collecting world alive and thriving. Now comes the part you've all been waiting for. Just how much could one of these 2013 White Mountain Quarters actually be worth if it has the right error, in the right condition, and finds the right buyer? Well, hold on to your coin trays, because this might just blow your mind. A rare White Mountain Quarter with an identifiable error, especially one in pristine, uncirculated condition, has been known to sell for as much as $40,000. That's right, a coin you could easily overlook in your pocket change might just be worth $40,000 if it carries a rare minting mistake or shows exceptional quality that few others possess. This is why collectors are always checking their coins, hunting for those hidden gems that the average person would never notice, because one lucky find can change everything. So, if you have a White Mountain Quarter sitting in a drawer, tucked in a jar, or quietly resting in your collection, now's the time to take a closer look. Examine every detail, the letters, the date, the edges, and the artwork, because that small piece of metal might be holding big value. And if you think you found something unusual, don't keep it to yourself. Share your discovery in the comments below. Let us know what you found, what coins you're hunting for, or if you have any questions about your collection. We absolutely love hearing from passionate collectors just like you. Third expensive coin, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most striking and unique quarters released in recent years, the 2020 Salt River Bay State Quarter from the United States of America. This coin is far more than just spare change. It represents a breathtaking piece of history, natural beauty, and for the lucky few, a potentially life-changing discovery. The Salt River Bay Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which highlighted stunning national parks and historical sites across the country. This particular coin honors the Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve, located on the island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Featuring a bold design of a red mangrove tree rooted in the water, the coin symbolizes nature's resilience and the vital ecosystems of the Caribbean region, and it quickly became a favorite among collectors for both its meaning and beauty. But what truly sets the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter apart is not just the design, it's the hidden world of rare minting errors that can make this coin incredibly valuable. While millions were minted, only a small number were struck with unique flaws or anomalies during the production process, and it's those rare errors that transform this already captivating coin into a sought-after treasure in the world of numismatics. One of the most eye-catching and desirable errors found on this quarter is known as the die clash error. This occurs when the coin dies. The engraved stamps that press the design into the coin strike each other without a blank planchet in between. As a result, parts of the design from one side of the coin get impressed faintly onto the opposite side, creating ghost-like imprints and a mysterious appearance that collectors love. On the Salt River Bay Quarter, die clashes can cause eerie patterns near the mangrove roots or around the inscriptions, and spotting one can mean you found a coin worth holding onto. Another rare and exciting variation is the off-center strike error, where the design is noticeably shifted to one side due to a misalignment during minting. The more dramatic the off-center strike, especially when the date and key features are still visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. Finding an off-center Salt River Bay Quarter in circulation is like discovering a printing mistake in a famous painting. It adds uniqueness, rarity, and huge collector appeal. And let's not forget about double die errors, where parts of the design, especially the lettering or tree branches, appear doubled due to a slight misprint during the minting process. When viewed under magnification, you might notice shadowy outlines on the words Salt River Bay or the details of the mangrove tree, and those signs of doubling can skyrocket the coin's desirability and market price. These small differences are what drive collectors wild, because they know that even the tiniest error can mean massive value. There have also been reports of struck-through errors, where a foreign object or substance accidentally gets between the die and the blank planchet during minting, leaving behind strange indentations or marks on the coin. These kinds of mistakes are incredibly rare and random, making each one completely unique and highly collectible. The excitement of finding a coin with a mysterious flaw that shouldn't even exist is what makes collecting such a thrilling adventure. The popularity of the Salt River Bay Quarter has soared in recent years, especially with coin hunting communities and online collectors who know exactly what to look for. Auction sites and collector marketplaces have seen verified error coins from this release fetch surprising sums, especially when graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Coins that are found in mint state condition, or those with prominent and clearly visible errors, can command high prices and become the centerpiece of any collection. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a snapshot of nature, a tribute to a unique ecosystem, and a potential hidden gem waiting to be discovered in your pocket or coin jar. Whether you're a lifelong collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the Salt River Bay Quarter is one you absolutely need to watch out for, because it could be the one that changes everything. Now, let's talk about what everyone's wondering: what is the highest known value for one of these rare Salt River Bay Quarters? Well, get ready for this. One such error coin in exceptional condition, with all the right characteristics and the right buyer, has been known to sell for as much as $20,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter, with a unique error and flawless preservation, can reach a value of $20,000 in today's coin market. That's the incredible magic of coin collecting, how a small detail can turn an everyday object into a treasure worth thousands. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins, examine your change, and see if you've been holding onto a rare Salt River Bay Quarter without even knowing it. Look closely for those subtle signs, off-center strikes, doubling, die clashes, or anything unusual. If you find something, don't keep it to yourself, drop a comment below and tell us what you've discovered. Especially, we dive deep into the story of a coin that's racing into the spotlight, the United States of America State Quarter Dollar, Indiana 2002. This isn't just any quarter, it's a coin filled with patriotic pride, rich symbolism, and for some lucky collectors, the potential to be worth an absolutely jaw-dropping amount of money. Released in 2002 as part of the U.S. Mint's historic 50 state quarters program, the Indiana quarter celebrates the 19th state to join the Union, a place known for its love of speed, sports, and strength. The coin's design features an outline of the state, a star marking Indiana's location, and the iconic Indy-style race car zooming in front of checkered lines, a tribute to the world-famous Indianapolis 500. It's bold, dynamic, and perfectly captures Indiana's spirit, making it one of the standout designs from the entire series. But while millions of these quarters were released into circulation, what truly set some of them apart is the rare and valuable errors that occurred during minting. That's right, not all Indiana 2002 quarters are the same, and hidden among them are coins with striking and fascinating flaws that make them worth far more than 25 cents. These minting errors are what make this coin a thrilling find for collectors and a high-value target for investors and coin experts. One of the most famous and sought-after errors seen on the Indiana quarter is the double die error, a mistake that happens when the coin's design is impressed onto the blank planchet more than once, but slightly off position. This creates a shadowed or doubled appearance on parts of the design, such as the words Indiana, the date 2002, or even the race car's fine details. If you spot this kind of doubling on your Indiana quarter, especially under a magnifying glass, you might just be holding onto a coin that's extremely rare and valuable. Another remarkable error that collectors are always on the lookout for is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank coin isn't properly aligned during the stamping process, causing the entire design to be shifted away from the center. Some off-center Indiana quarters have large blank spaces along the rim, yet still show the date and key design elements, which is exactly what makes them so collectible. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value it can fetch, especially when preserved in excellent condition. There are also die break errors and cuts, where parts of the coin show raised, unplanned areas due to cracks or damage in the die itself. On the Indiana quarter, these can appear near the race car, along the rim, or around the lettering, and they're always unique, which adds to their charm and value. No two die breaks are exactly alike, and collectors love the idea of owning something that no one else in the world has. Some Indiana quarters have even shown signs of being struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the coin was made using the metal blank intended for a different denomination or country. These wrong planchet errors are exceptionally rare and incredibly valuable because they combine rarity, mistake, and historical curiosity into one amazing coin. Imagine discovering an Indiana quarter that's lighter, heavier, or a different color. That could be your golden ticket in the coin world. What makes these error coins so exciting is not just their rarity, but the growing demand from collectors and dealers who are willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on them. In recent years, coins from the 50 state quarter series, especially those with unique flaws, have become incredibly hot in the market. Auction houses and online platforms have reported record sales for mint condition and error-filled state quarters, and Indiana is among the top coins to watch. Grading is another major factor when determining the value of your coin, especially if you're hoping to sell or insure it. A professionally graded Indiana quarter with an error, rated by trusted services like PCGS or NGC, can skyrocket in value depending on the rarity of the flaw and the condition of the coin. Coins in mint state or with no visible wear are particularly prized, and if they feature a unique error, collectors will compete fiercely to own them. Every coin tells a story, and the Indiana 2002 quarter tells a story of speed, state pride, and hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, this is one coin you'll want to inspect closely, because your next big find might be lying right in your coin jar, purse, or pocket change. Now, let's answer the question you've been waiting for: how much could one of these error Indiana quarters actually be worth? Well, prepare to be amazed, because one of these rare beauties, with the right error and in brilliant, uncirculated condition, has been known to sell for as much as $80,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single 2002 Indiana state quarter, featuring a rare minting error and preserved in top-tier condition, has been valued and sold for a mind-blowing $80,000 in the collector's market. That's the incredible power of coin collecting, where a small, everyday object can hold enormous value just waiting to be discovered. So, have you checked your quarters lately? If you've got a few Indiana state quarters lying around, take a moment to examine them closely. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, unusual markings, or anything that just seems a little off, because that small flaw might just be your big payday. And if you think you found something special, don't keep it a secret, let us know in the comments. Last unique coin, we're taking a breathtaking journey to one of the most visually stunning coins in recent U.S. history, the United States of America state quarter dollar from the year 2018, celebrating the incredible Apostle Islands. This coin is not just a piece of pocket change, it's a powerful reminder of natural beauty, historical significance, and for some lucky people, a rare gem that could be worth an absolutely life-changing amount of money. The Apostle Islands quarter was released in 2018 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honored national parks and natural sites across the nation. Representing Wisconsin, this quarter showcases a breathtaking scene from the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore, featuring a majestic sea cave and a kayaker exploring the tranquil waters of Lake Superior. This design captures the spirit of adventure and untouched wilderness, making it one of the most eye-catching and memorable quarters in the entire series. But this quarter isn't just admired for its artistic beauty, it also holds an exciting place in the world of numismatics thanks to the rare and valuable errors that have surfaced since its release. These are the kinds of minting mistakes that collectors dream about, the small imperfections that make a coin one of a kind, highly sought after, and potentially extremely valuable to the right buyer or at the right auction. One of the most talked about errors associated with the Apostle Islands quarter is the double die error, where certain parts of the design, such as the letters, numbers, or even the lines of the cave and kayaker, appear to have been struck twice slightly off alignment. This creates a shadowed or doubled appearance, which is very clear when viewed under magnification. If you have a 2018 Apostle Islands quarter, take a close look at the words, Apostle Islands, the year, 2018, or the motto, E pluribus unum. Doubling here could be your first clue that your coin is something truly special. Another highly valuable error to watch for is the off-center strike, where the design on the coin is not perfectly aligned and appears pushed to one side. This can result in a crescent of blank space on one side of the coin and a warped, shifted image on the other. Off-center strikes are thrilling to find, especially when all of the critical details, like the date and the inscriptions, are still visible, making the coin both rare and identifiable. Then there are coins struck on the wrong planchet. These are coins that, due to a mix-up at the mint, were struck on metal blanks intended for other denominations. A quarter that's lighter or darker than usual, or that seems oddly sized, might have been struck on a nickel or dime planchet, and that kind of mint error is extremely rare and extremely valuable. These planchet errors don't just look cool, they're the kind of mistake that collectors absolutely love because they combine rarity with a clear visual difference from standard coins. Collectors are also on the lookout for die cracks and cuds, which are raised lines or bumps on the coin caused by damage to the die used during production. On the Apostle Islands quarter, die cracks may appear along the lake or in the sky around the cave, and cuds may form as raised blobs near the rim. These errors are totally unique to the coin and make each one with a visible flaw an original piece of American minting history. What makes the 2018 Apostle Islands quarter even more exciting is the increasing demand for modern error coins in the collector's market. In recent years, auctions and coin shows have seen serious bidding wars over America the Beautiful quarters that feature clear and rare errors. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC have authenticated and certified these error coins, helping them fetch high prices, especially when preserved in mint state condition. These coins are not just rare, they're rising stars in the world of collectible currency. The Apostle Islands quarter has become a must-have for collectors not only for its beauty but for the potential value it holds when error variants are found. The combination of limited mintage, growing popularity, and those rare, dramatic errors make this a high-demand coin that could be sitting unnoticed in your own collection or change jar. Don't underestimate the power of close examination. sometimes, treasure is hidden in the details that others overlook. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. Just how valuable can one of these rare Apostle Islands quarters become? Well, prepare to be amazed, because one of these coins, featuring a significant error and in pristine condition, has been known to reach the astonishing value of $30,000. That's right, a coin you could easily mistake for ordinary pocket change could actually be worth $30,000, simply because of a rare minting mistake and careful preservation. This is the thrilling reality of coin collecting, where patience, attention to detail, and a little bit of luck can reward you with a discovery that few others will ever experience. So now it's your turn. Grab a magnifying glass, pull out your change, and look closely at every Apostle Islands quarter you can find. Check the details, scan for doubling, look for off-center strikes, unusual edges, strange textures, or anything that feels out of the ordinary. And if you think you've spotted something interesting, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your finds and help you figure out what you've discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin spotlights, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting opportunity. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next big find might just be hiding in plain sight, so keep hunting, keep collecting, and as always, happy coin searching.